Welcome back to Emilee's Paper Caper. We're at day 26 of 30 days of sketches. I'm working with this sketch by Wendy Scraps on Instagram. I'll link to her Instagram down in the description. 30 Days of Sketches is hosted by Christy of Christy's Beautiful Life, and I will link to her channel down in the description, along with a Facebook group where you can see all the sketches and see takes on the sketches by lots of different creators. There's also a playlist linked down below. You can see what all the other YouTube creators have been doing with this sketch. It's fun to watch the videos and see what all the amazing variety of takes on this sketch look like. Today I'm working with one photo. It's a special photo taken of my mom and I. Last spring we started doing some paint by numbers, and we fell in love with the art of paint by number, and we're posing here with our very first paint by numbers, and we decided to frame them. And so since this photo was taken, we've probably done, golly, so many more paint by numbers. It's amazing the number we've done. But I wanted to really record the first ever we did with a photo. So the sketch calls for kind of a circle on half the page and a contrast in colors. So I've got my Fiskars paper shaper circle, decided to go with a pretty purple for the circle. And my page title will simply be Paint by Numbers. I've got these pretty green stickers that I can spell paint by numbers with. And let's just see how this goes together. I also saved a little scrap of the paint by number, like, what do you call that? Saved a scrap of the paint by number guide. The canvas is printed with the numbers, but then sometimes it's hard to read, and so you have a paper guide that helps you, and I thought I would use that as an element on the page. Scrapbook confession time for the day. I save the leftover paint by number paint. There's usually quite a bit of paint left over, and there's no reason to let that go to waste. I'm going to do some painting on the background just because I think it's a great tie-in to the paint by number theme of the page. And I also use the leftover paints to paint other things on my scrapbook pages. You've probably seen little wood icons like this at Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby, and I love to use these little paint pots to paint things like that. So I have a couple of school boxes full of leftover paint by number paints, and I love to use it in scrapbooking. So that's my confession of the day. I save even the tiniest little pots of paint to use them in scrapbooking. Let me know if you can relate to this confession of the day. Have you ever tried paint by number? If you do, have you saved the paint pots? It's a lot of fun. It's a great craft. I like how Wendy's sketch kind of has the page title here and then some little embellishment, and I'm going to paint some of the embellishment. But first, let's get paint by number onto this layout. Now, I've run out of ease, so you've seen me do this before if you've watched a lot of my YouTube videos, but we just create the needed letter by trimming a little straight edge and adding it to a C, and no one will ever notice. Well, maybe they will, but if they do, more power to them. And we will just proceed. That's how you get creative. If you run out of certain letter stickers, you can create one. It's also why I really like to use stamped letters on my layouts, because you never run out of letters that way. Or the word punch board. Those are both good options. All right, let us just have some fun here with the paint. Oops. We'll do some flowers. We're just gonna freehand it, and it's gonna be, everything's fine. It's gonna be fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just looking to create a bit of a vibe here. Right? A little bit of a vibe. Happy flowers. We will channel our inner Bob Ross. Instead of happy trees, we'll say happy flowers. I like how this paint is showing up on the black cardstock. It's kind of fun, right? These first paint by numbers took, I want to say, 2.5 or 3 months to complete. We were pretty slow at first, and we got a little faster, but it takes about a month to do a paint by number, even after you've had some practice. So it's a really cool hobby, and I like that I'm scrapbooking about it. I think I can add even a couple more flowers here, so let's do that. There you have it, a quick and simple day 26 scrapbook page. Keep on scrapping and paper crafting, everyone.